Hello, how are you? You guys, today has been a rough day. We could not sleep last night, neither of us. Is anybody else like this? If your partner doesn't feel well and they're unable to sleep, are you able to sleep when they are not? He couldn't sleep last night and he was up pretty much all night. And that kept me up. And I'm like, okay, great. We got to get up really early in the morning because he had a dentist appointment. So we had to get up at 6:30 to get him to the dentist appointment in time. And then after that appointment, we didn't even get home until 11. And then I had a dermatologist appointment at 1:20. So when we got home, he was able to go to sleep, but I couldn't sleep because I had to take a shower and get ready to go to the dermatologist. And I was just like, I'm exhausted right now. I don't feel good. I've been coughing up a lot more phlegm today. The steroids are kicking my butt. And one of the side effects that is not apparently it's anecdotal. How do you say it? Anecdotal. Is that one of the side effects of Ajovy, which is my new migraine prophylactic medication, injectable, is back pain and joint pain. I don't have the joint pain, but boy, do I have the back pain. Like, I am so stiff. My back hurts so bad. It's like, oh, I thought we were over this. But it is what it is. Yesterday I was super excited because I have not had a headache since I took the injection on Thursday. Although Thursday I did have like the remnants of one. So I don't count Thursday, but Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, I have not had a headache until today. Oh, my head. And that is one thing that the neurologist did tell me, was that it can take 3 months of injections. So it's a once monthly injection. So it can take 3 months for me to have it built up enough in my body to see whether or not it's going to work for me the way that we hope that it does. But until then, I could still struggle. So here we are. But you guys know I am on steroids right now. Again, another high dose, where they do, what is it, the 6 pills, 5 pills, 4 pills, 3 pills, that one. Yeah, I'm on that. So I am very constipated. You guys know how I get every time I take steroids. It is without fail. Every time I take steroids, I get incredibly constipated. And while I am constipated, which could also be what's going on with my back, I don't know, because I started the steroids the exact same day I started Ajovy. It could be increasing the back pain. I'm not sure. But I am incredibly constipated. My back hurts. My chest hurts. I just don't feel good. So we're going to make this quick today. Well, I say we're going to make it quick, but So last week we weighed in, let's just get straight to it. Last week we weighed in at 251.4 pounds. Do you think I lost or do you think I gained this week? And I can tell you right now from experience that the constipation that I'm experiencing right now is going to be a good 10 days after the steroids stop. I will still be experiencing constipation for at least an additional 10 days after I stop the medication or after it's over. So do you think I lost or do you think I gained this week? I'd love to hear it. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. Go ahead and drop it in the comments down below. I'll give you a minute. Remember, 251.4 pounds was what I weighed last week. Today I weigh 253.6 pounds. So it's actually an increase. 253.6 to 251.4 of 2.2 pounds. So I have gained what did I say? So I have gained 2.2 pounds this week, and it is what it is. Yeah. I'm not happy about it, but it is the way that it goes. And you guys see my bald head? I went to the dermatologist today, and for those of you that don't know, I once had a lot of hair. People keep saying, oh, is it the Mounjaro? Is it the Mounjaro? It's the weight loss that made you lose the hair. And that could be part of it. However, I was losing my hair even before I started Mounjaro. And a lot of it. But it did get worse right after I started Mounjaro, which just so happens to coincide with also when I started Depo. It's also when my iron levels plummeted. My vitamin D was already severely low. My thyroid was already low. So I seen a dermatologist about it before the hysterectomy, and then I've seen her after, and then I've seen her again today. And what she has told me was that she does believe, first of all, she was like, you have a ton of hair. I was like, great. But I used to have a lot more. Like a lot more. I have very little hair now in comparison to what I once had. And she says she does believe that my hair will grow back thicker than what it is right now. However, she does believe that I am suffering from something called androgenetic alopecia in women. You guys, I'm sorry, my throat is burning right now. It hurts really bad. I don't know if it's from the postnasal drip. I don't really know what it's for. From last time she told me she thought I had temporary alopecia, which has a name, but I can't remember what it's called. Hold on. Telogen effilonium. Holy crap. I'm going to put that down there. You'll see that word. Which is basically in temporary or increased shedding of hair due to stress, illness, surgery, or hormone changes. She did tell me today that she does believe that that was why I experienced it to the extreme that I did. However, that revealed what I'm actually suffering from. That temporary alopecia and the massive amounts of hair that I was losing revealed what I'm actually going through. This rock, see the up house? Isn't it so cute? This rock just brings me so much happiness. Yes, I know it's supposed to go outside. It's supposed to be a garden rock, but I don't care. It makes me happy. So it lives next to my computer. It's the little things. Like, I'm not kidding when I tell you, it's the little things that can make your day just so much better. And I said, okay, well, what does that mean? She said, your hair is going to grow back. It is going to come back in thicker, but it's never going to go back to what it was prior. I said, okay, what does that mean? She said, you are suffering from something called androgenetic alopecia in women. She gave me a handout. She said that she is going to start me on minoxidil oral by mouth. That along with my vitamin D level being stable now, along with my thyroid level now being stabilized, and my iron and blood count now stable, although my blood count is this close to being back, like normal, right? Like the lower ranges of normal, but normal. I am this close from my blood count being still a lower range, but normal, the lower end of the normal range. This close, but my ferritin level is back to normal now. I am on the lower ends of normal is what my OB told me. She said, but it is still normal. She said, I would like to see it increase, and it likely will, but what she went through was traumatic, and it's going to take a little while. And I said, okay. But now that I am not only in perimenopause and technically will be in full-blown menopause on December 5th of this year, which I've told you guys before, menopause is only 24-hour period. I never knew that prior to all of this. Menopause is 24 hours only. It is the 366th day that it's the 24-hour period from when you are 366 days past having a period again, right? That was past your last period. So on day 366 is the 24-hour marker for menopause. And then on day 367, you're postmenopause. I am technically going to go into menopause on December 5th of 2025. The only reason why I can pinpoint it in the future, as opposed to looking back and saying it's been an entire year and this is the day, is because mine is surgical. Mine is a surgically induced menopause, because I had to have my uterus removed and the fallopian tubes and one of my ovaries were removed. Because of that, I was already going through perimenopause, but now with hormone changes from perimenopause and the hormone changes from having my uterus removed and just the fluctuations and everything, this genetic condition that I have been diagnosed with is showing its ugly head. So let me read to you what this says. Androgenetic alopecia, or AGA, also known as female pattern hair loss, is a genetic condition causing gradual hair thinning and hair loss. It typically starts at the crown or top of the scalp, which is where mine's at. Well, the bulk of mine is up here. Or top of the scalp, and may lead to a general thinning of hair. Other times it starts at the temporal scalp and causes mild recession. Now, I don't have the recession on my scalp, but I do have the severe thinning. You guys can see that. I have the severe thinning. I have never ever, do you see that? Severe thinning. And I have never in my entire, and you can see this side is not as bad, but you can see that I have a balding spot right here. This side is not nearly as bad. Do you see that? This side is incredibly worse. And I've never been able to see my scalp in the past, ever. I had to dig, legitimately dig through my hair to get to scalp. But now I can see my scalp. And she said that mine is, luckily, I don't want to hear the word luckily when it comes to all of this hair loss, right? But luckily my hair, I had so much of it that it's not going to affect me the way that it would somebody who started out with the amount of hair, say, that I have right now, right? So other people probably aren't noticing my hair loss in the way that I am, although I'm butthurt over it, period. Anyways, so it says it typically okay, I already read that. It typically does not lead to complete baldness. Women may experience this condition, especially as they age, particularly during and after menopause, but some women may notice this much earlier, even in their 20s. And she said that because I had so much hair that I probably was experiencing this years ago and I didn't notice. And because my hair is so long that when I do shed, that's why it looks like it's so much more than what it might actually be, because my hair balls are just gigantic because my hair is so lengthy. And I'm like, okay. So the main cause of AGA is genetic and hormonal factors. Androgens, so androgens are the male hormones like testosterone, play a key role, causing hair follicles to shrink, resulting in shorter, finer hair. AGA may worsen as estrogen levels drop during menopause, which is why she believes that mine is as severe as it is right now, because of what I just went through with the hysterectomy and all of that. So the symptoms are thinning hair, often on the top of the crown and scalp, widening of the part, and decreased fullness or volume. Now, there is a whole page of treatment options. There's this side, and then there's this side. One of them, which is low down on here, that's number 6, is spirulactin, which for those of you that don't know, I'm already on spirulactin, 50 milligrams by mouth orally every single day for hormonal acne. And using that is possible to reduce the hirsutism that I have. Hirsutism is a symptom, or I guess a symptom of PCOS, which is basically excessive facial hair growth or male pattern baldness. Yeah, I have the excessive facial hair growth. So I grow a mustache and a beard and really thick sideburns. So I'm on spirulactin for hormonal acne and the facial hair. She said using the minoxidil could increase the hirsutism I already have. I said, cool. I already shaved my face. What's the difference? And she just laughed. She said, a lot of people will say that. A lot of people say, I don't care. As long as I have hair on my head, I'll just dermablade my facial hair off or wax it or whatever. And they're cool with it. But it's hard for some women to deal with when they've never experienced it. But because I already been dealing with it since I was young, very, very young, that it's not emotional for me. Sucks. I don't want to deal with it, but it is what it is. But so number 6 is spirulactin, which I'm already on. And she did consider increasing my dose of spirulactin, which I completely forgot to ask if it was going to be increased. So she said where I'm at right now, which I think is at 50 milligrams, that 100 milligrams might be better for me to also help with this other condition now. And spirulactin is an oral medication that blocks androgen hormones that cause hair loss. Now, please be advised, if you are a male who's experiencing these things, I have seen compounding pharmacies that have minoxidil and another compound that I can't remember the name of right now, alongside spirulactin. If you are a man, do not take it. Do not take it, because it will reduce the testosterone levels and the androgen in your body in a way that a woman can handle that a man can't. So if this is something that you're looking into for your own hair loss, please be advised that spirulactin is not advisable for men. It is only advisable for women to take. So the potential side effects of spirulactin, which I already take spirulactin, so whatever, but the potential side effects are breast tenderness or enlargement. I wish they were getting bigger. Not the tenderness, but the bigger. I would appreciate some bigger breast. I started out with a triple DG size bra, or H, or I don't remember the letter, whatever the next letter is after that. And now I'm in a B, if I'm lucky. Irregular menstrual cycles, which I don't get anymore, and elevated potassium levels, which can affect your heart rhythm, which I haven't been experiencing any of that, so we should be okay. Now, the minoxidil is something we are going to be adding in. Minoxidil, like the brand name is Rogaine, but you can do it topically. Which she says she does not recommend for me because it is cumbersome for some patients, that they either don't put enough, they put too much, they forget. It's just a lot of work for people. So she prefers, especially because she says that, she goes, I know you don't know this, but you have a lot of hair. So it is going to be difficult for you to be able to get into your scalp the way that you need to. So because of that, topical is not recommended for you. And I said, okay. So she's going to give me low dose oral minoxidil. And this says how it works. Low dose oral minoxidil, typically between 0.25 and 2.5 milligrams, is a newer treatment for hair loss that works by improving blood circulation to hair follicles, similar to topical versions. One of the contraindications is if you have blood pressure issues, you should not be taking oral minoxidil. I do not. So it could interfere with the blood pressure medications that you're already taking, or it could cause arrhythmia with your heart. So you should not take it orally if you already have blood pressure issues, which I do not, or heart issues, which I do not, at least not that we know of. So the usage is to take in as a daily oral pill. This option may be considered for patients who have difficulty using topical treatments or experience scalp irritation. That was another thing that she brought up, also because I have the neuropathy in the back of my head that comes and goes with stress and anxiety, that she didn't want me to have to choose between the two medications for my scalp. Either to grow my hair back or to stop the incessive itching, which can lead to an infection. So it's just more advised for me to go to the oral route. So some of the potential side effects are dizziness or lightheadedness, especially when standing up quickly, which I already deal with, but that's from vertigo. Fluid retention or swelling, rapid heart rate or palpitation, or hypertrichinosis. Basically unwanted body hair growth, although it's less common, but I already have hirsutism, so whatever, it is what it is. Oh, my razor's not going to notice a difference if the hair grows in thicker or faster. I mean, as it is, I'm used to shaving my face twice a day, so it is what it is. Although since I began the Primal Queen supplements, I have not been having to, also my Nourished Mama daily vitamins, I do not have to take, or I do not have to shave my face twice a day anymore. Now, I can get away with once a day to even once every other day, just depending on whether I'm going to be outside. If I'm going to be outside, then I need to shave it every single day, at least once, but that's okay. It is what it is. So you guys, I'll let you go because my stomach hurts and I just don't feel well. But I hope you guys are having a great day. Hopefully next week we're going to see some better numbers on the scale. And also with the minoxidil, she told me whatever dose she's prescribing to me, that what she wants me to do is cut it in half and take half a pill by mouth for the first month and then go from there. And then increase. She just wants to make sure that it doesn't cause any ill side effects. And then for the first week to 2 weeks, she wants me to cut the pill in quarters and then just take 1/4 every day until that is until we passed a week to 2 weeks. And I'm like, in my head, I forgot to ask, how do I know if I need to, keep going from 1 week to 2 weeks? But I didn't ask, I forgot. So it is what it is, but I hope you guys are having a great day. I'd love to hear all about it in the comments down below. You already know, good, bad, ugly. I just want to be there to support you the way that you support me. I want to give you your digital hugs. Let's go ahead and put a pair of scissor emojis in the comments. Lets me know you made it this far. It's just something fun we like to do around here. And I do need a haircut, but I am avoiding it. So maybe it'll encourage me to get one. But I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.